Well, I just want to thank everybody for coming out. Appreciate it. It's getting close. Obviously, Media Day always lets you know that time's here. We just had our alumni weekend, and it was great seeing all our former players come back. We had a great turnout with the alumni game. I think about 70 of our former players came back. Not all played in the game, but of course a lot of them did. And of course our banquet was a great turnout. I think we had one of the largest banquets we've ever had here, which was almost 400 people. And John Jay and Alex Cora spoke and did a terrific job. So, you know, the season's here. It's Friday. And we play Rutgers Friday night, open up, 7 o'clock here at the Light. I know our players, our coaches are very excited to get this thing going. We've been practicing now since August. And the guys have been working very hard. You know, we all understand the importance of our program here, and we want to win and get it back to where we want it to be. And so I know the guys are looking forward to that and excited. So with that said, I'll be glad to take any questions.
You know, I know you've been around for a long time here, and you kind of downplayed it last time we asked you, but first real game as the manager, as the manager.
Yeah.
I know you've been around as a coach and all that, but
You know, I mean, I'd be lying if I didn't say I wasn't excited. I'm very excited, but that's all I can really say. I mean, I'm just looking forward to my mindset is trying to get to win games and trying to get the program to where we all want it to be. And I'm not trying to downplay. I'll be honest with you. I've been here so dang long, to be honest with you. I know I'm a head coach now, and it is different. There's no doubt. This is all different. But I've been here a long time, so I'm used to this. This is kind of how I felt when I was an assistant coach. The juices are flowing. They're always going good with me anyway, so that hasn't changed at all. And but you know, I think the biggest thing will be making decisions during the games. Now I have to make those decisions. You know, with certainly making out the line, starting with the lineup and the rotation, and then in-game decisions, which is, I got to tell you, all the years I've been coaching, in my mind I was thinking of these things. Now I get to, you know, obviously be the guy to make those decisions, so I'm looking forward to it.
also you had to make some changes. There has to be some changes in philosophy maybe, or things that you always wanted to implement.
Yeah.
Are they going the way you thought, and how was that factor?
Well, you know, I'm a high energy guy, and so, you know, the practices, you know, I would like to think if you come watch a practice, it probably got a little bit more energy and upbeat to them. You know, offensively was a major issue over the last few years, so we've certainly made that a conscious effort to spend more time swinging the bat, more so than we have. And to be honest with you, we've swung the bat a lot over the years, but we're really taking the time in practice, even early work. You guys will be out here. You'll see our guys out here early. We can't be out here with them early, but they will be out doing a bunch of different things offensively, because we know we got to find a way to swing the bat better, but most importantly, to score runs. We got to find ways to score runs, and I'm looking forward to that as a coach, trying to find those ways to score runs.
You know, you mentioned the rotation a minute ago.
Yeah.
Can you give us some insight into your thoughts on rotation?
Yeah, so the weekend has, we've set the weekend, so Friday night our number 1 will be Evan McKendry. Saturday will be Chris McMahon, our number 2, and then number 3, who's probably made the biggest jump of anybody, is Brian Van Bell. Brian will be our Sunday starter, and we have not announced our 4th, our midweek guy yet. After this weekend, we'll look at and evaluate and then make that decision prior to next week FAU. But this weekend will be McKendry, McMahon, and Van Bell.
Talk more about Brian, how he did that, and also your closer.
Well, Brian, you know, is a local kid, South Florida kid. He's from Pembroke Pines. He went to Archbishop McCarthy, which is very well known for the baseball. He did have arm surgery, so he was a red shirt in Broward. He went to Broward Community College, was there for a few years, but came to us healthy. But was kind of just getting back into the process. I think he just got stronger and stronger, and he just pitched better. Every time he pitched, he seemed to pitch better and better and get more confidence. And you know, I don't think anybody would disagree with the decision. He's outpitched other guys, and that's the bottom line. We're going to put the guys out there that are going to give us the best opportunity to win. Having said that, the few other guys that are not in the weekend rotation are pretty doggone good. So I feel good. The strength of our team is pitching, no doubt. And I've been saying it's our starting rotation. Really, I should be saying it's our entire staff. We're pretty deep with our pitching, as deep as I can remember. Knock on wood, we stay healthy. You asked about our closer. That's a freshman right now, is going to be given the opportunity come opening night, and that's J.P. Gates. And J.P.'s a freshman originally from Key West, but's lived up in Brooksville. And so he He was a highly touted kid coming out of high school, which we were fortunate to get a handful of those guys this year. Him and along with Slade Ciccone really are two guys that I would think a lot of people thought was going to sign pro. We were lucky to get them. But JP, being a closer, one, obviously you got to have an arm to be able to bounce back, and he can do that. And you need a guy that's tough. It's a bulldog, and he absolutely fits that description. And he throws 3 pitches for strikes, and he certainly has earned that opportunity. But Daniel Fetterman is going to be a guy, too, as well to look at because he's our setup guy, and really either one, I think, in my mind, can close for us. But right now, that's the way we're going to have it set up.
Gino, let's not the coach speak. I know you spent a long time here as an assistant, but have you looked out of that office, thought about what it was like when you were a player, and even as a kid growing up and being in the stands, to be able to sit in that office nowadays?
Well, I didn't think of it as a player and as a fan. My wildest dreams that I think I was going to be a coach here. I dreamed as a kid sitting in those stands playing here, and then certainly as a player we all want to play. You know, you want to play as long as you can. I didn't really think of being a coach until one day I got asked to go help out at my old high school. That's when it hit me. You know, the first few weeks in the office, to tell you the truth, was a little strange. It was. Because I've spent for 20 years, I'd come through the door and walk down the lobby, and my office is at the end of the lobby. And it was strange for everybody, just seeing me turn and go into the door there where Coach had been going for the last 25 years. So that was a little strange. It's not strange anymore, you know, and I feel very comfortable there. I feel very fortunate. You know, I'm sitting in the same office as Coach Frazier and Coach Morris, which is pretty amazing to think. But for some reason, I don't think too much about that. But for the first few weeks, I will tell you, it was a little strange.
Is there any memento left over from maybe Coach Frazier, Coach Morris, and then passing on to you?
You know, I was told at the banquet that the Frazier family who was there and Coach Morris and his wife and son were there, that they were going to give me some kind of a, like you're saying, some kind of a memento, a baseball signed by the families, which I probably will plan on putting up. I haven't gotten it yet, but I was told that they were going to give that to me, or going to give it to me. I do have a lot of stuff up, though, from my days with Coach Morris and things like that, and I'll have things up there. There's a signed ball by Coach Frazier inside my office there, and I think it was his last game he coached here, which is I was a senior. I played in that game, so you know, that's pretty special.
Offensively, philosophically, do you see yourself doing anything different to try to spark this offense, whether it's defensive?
Well, I mean, like I said, in terms of preparation, we're certainly, our practices are more emphasizing swinging the bat. In terms of philosophy, my philosophy hasn't changed. You know, we've always been known as an offensive school. I mean, we've probably, into my 20 years here, I would be willing to say we probably turned out more guys going to the big leagues than any other school in the country, and I'm talking about hitters. It just so happens the last couple of years hasn't been the case for whatever reasons, and I'm not going to go into all the different reasons. There's a lot of them. At the end of the day, you know, our philosophy is one that I trust and I believe in. The players have to as well, and I think they are. Coach Lopez is our hitting coach now, but he's been with me now for a number of years. So, you know, this didn't happen overnight. You know, him and I have been having many talks, one-on-one talks over the last few years about a bunch of things. Not just the hitting, but the recruiting side of it too as well, which is so important. But yeah, I think you're just going to see, certainly you're going to see, again, you got to understand our makeup of our team. We started 6-7 freshmen last year in our lineup. Well, those guys are all back, along with the sophomores. Along with incoming freshmen. You know, we got 24 freshmen and sophomores on the roster out of 32 players, 8 juniors, not 1 senior. But you're going to see guys like Freddie Zamora's gotten a lot more offensive. He's stronger. Tony Jenkins has gotten a lot stronger. Alex Terrell is starting to finally swing the bat the way we expected him to when we recruited him. And then you got some young guys that are coming in. They're going to play right out of the gate as freshmen that I'm really excited about. So it's a new year. It's a new season. These guys are very aware of the last couple years. But, you know, I think everybody's looking forward to a new start.
With that awareness, Coach, is it emphasized within the room, in the clubhouse, that we got to break out of this trend?
Yeah.
Going to the postseason.
Oh yeah, it's emphasized every day. Starting with the first meeting we had in June, when the season ended. From day one, it was emphasized, and that's something you can't just talk about it. It's got to be every day. The actions of what we do and how we work, and that's kind of how I've gone about it. I'm not much of a talker. I'll hit them up once in a while when I think I need to, but for the most part, I just want to see the actions out there. We don't need to talk about the last couple of years. And they've heard it enough. They've heard it enough. This is a new team. It's a 2019 baseball team. They're not the 18. They're not the 17 team, and I'm excited to see what this team can do. I am.
A couple more for Gino.
We talked about the freshman a couple moments ago, Adrian Del Castillo.
Yeah.
A couple weeks ago, you said he might have the smoothest thing you've seen from a
Yeah.
freshman here in a long time.
Yeah.
How's he doing health-wise for that? I didn't quite know.
Yeah, he tweaked his back just doing some drills in the cages, blocking drills. I was told this morning he's 100%. We held him out of the alumni game. He was probably 90% that game. He's been with our trainers morning, lunch, and after practice, so he's getting in there 3 times a day. He can really swing the bat. He's just a natural hitter. He's kind of an old school guy, doesn't use any batting gloves. He gets up there and can't really copy his swing. He just hits the ball hard all over the place. Very confident kid, very strong kid. So I feel good that he should be in the lineup come Friday, and he's definitely a guy we need in the lineup. And I think he'll be one of our better hitters. When he leaves Miami, you're probably going to look at him as one of those guys going, yep, that's one of those special hitters that Miami gets, every so often, and he could be one of those guys.
What type of talent is Slade? Freshman starting pitcher Slade?
Yes. Yeah.
What talent is he?
Well, first of all, he's the poster child for what a pitcher should look like. He's 6'4", long, lanky. I think he weighs about 210, 215. He's got pretty mechanics. The ball comes out of his hand very easy, very good. If you watch him throw, you go, geez, that guy could probably throw another 5, 6, 7 miles an hour, and he's already a mid-90s guy, basically. He needs to improve his off-speed stuff. Actually, he throws his off-speed good in the bullpen. He needs to translate it to the mound on the field and stop babying it. But great makeup, great family he comes from. He's our best student on our team in terms of got the highest SAT I can ever remember a recruit here coming in with. Had a 1440 SAT. So half of his scholarship is academic, and he's a unique kid, a very special kid, and he's going to play an important role for us before this is all said and done.
Gino, I know you've been working with Category 5 at UM.
Yeah.
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 Talk to me a little bit about how you think that can possibly impact the position.
Well, I didn't know much about him, and then of course now being the head coach, you're learning all these things that are new. And I met with them, and my first question was, well, how many students come? I don't ever see any students at our games, and it would be nice to get them involved. And they told me now about 200 or so come per game. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Where are they? Well, they're scattered about. So I thought it'd be good if we can try to get them in a place where there's a student section, just like in football and basketball. And I guess they're going to do it up there at the top of the grandstand in the corner there. And they've kind of taken off and done some things. I've thrown in my ideas, but I'm excited because, first of all, the ballpark, it's a fun place to be. We have so many games. And, of course, baseball, we know, can get a little bit long. And so there's no reason why we can't get them in here maybe for at least half the game and get them involved in doing things on the field or involved with different marketing or gimmicks or things like that, which it seems to me going well. I'm looking forward to seeing how this all works out. But I know I just talked with a few of them the other day, and they were all pumped and excited. And, of course, I'd like to put them right above the dugout over there, but I never realized that's against the rules. You can't have the student section above the opposing team dugout in the ACC, which is crazy. I could swear when we go on the road, it seems like they're right above our dugout. But no, it's part of college experience, just like they love going to football. Not everybody's a baseball fan, I understand that, but we have enough students to where the atmosphere is great here. You got the fraternity houses right across the street. You can hear them going. 30 years ago, I could hear them when I was playing in the outfield. It's the same thing. You can hear the music going. The kids are excited. They're getting ready to go out. It's Miami. Kids don't go out till 11 or 12 o'clock at night here anyway. So I think the baseball game's a perfect pregame starter to that.